You know what? I think I finally get what everyone's been going on about, how it's the end of an era and all for Potter. I mean, I first got my hands on the first book long time ago, back in, I think it was 98, 99, when one of my friends from my first day camp, his name was Dan, he was British, he, I guess, reminded me a lot of Harry Potter as I was starting to read the books. He stayed with his grandparents over the summer over here, and he went to the same day camp as me, and he introduced me to the books, and my mom got the first one at TJ Maxx. I don't recall where she got the second and the third ones, but 4 through 7 were, of course, picked up either at the midnight release or the next morning or whatever. But I just fell in love with the series more or less. And I mean, yes, of course, after the 7th book came out and I gobbled it up, I don't know, my interest, I guess, kind of died down. And I don't know, because I felt like that was the end of it, even though the movies were, of course, coming out, movie by movie at that time. I just felt like this is it for the books. The books are done. And now, well, the movies are just about done. One more to go coming out, well, Thursday at midnight. And I'm actually in the middle of a reread, long story short. Finished up 2, then decided, okay, I'm just going to skip to 7. Danielle's also doing the rereads, so there's that. Just the whole change in tone, of course, is a bit jarring. And I happened to rewatch the first film, within the last week or so after finishing up the first book, the reread of the first book. And I'm surprised pretty much how well it held up. I mean, I honestly feel like that's the movie I love the most, probably because it's most faithful, or so I find, to the books. I mean, the first half of the 7th movie, yes, of course there are changes that have been made, but it still holds together very well, the roughly first half or so of the 7th book. But yes, of course, there are the problems I have with the movies, like, I didn't quite like the character design for Dobby and the House Elves, and the whole thing with Lupin in the 3rd movie was... and then again, I don't have all the movies on DVD. But I definitely get what people have been saying about the end of an era. This is it. I mean, yes, of course, the books, movies are still going to be around, but then again, there won't be the hype of sitting around waiting for the next book to come out, or breathlessly following, the movie production and getting tickets for the midnight release or the back-to-back midnight release for the 7th film, which unfortunately I wasn't able to do. All 4,000 seats at the multiplex that are showing Harry Potter in some way, shape, or form on Thursday and Friday have sold out. So it's Friday night for me, and I'll probably be somewhat teary-eyed there. Yeah. If you guys have anything else you want to say about Potter, let me know down there. We'll have a nice discussion. And if you want to see a video that sums up the whole end of an era thing very well, I definitely suggest checking out Mikola's video. DFTBA, LLZ, and see you all next week, hopefully. We'll see.